I have learned in my years at working for a technology firm that if you are not familiar with technology and how it affects the world, you're going to be behind.
These kids might not know it, but the computer games they are creating today are preparing them for an ever-changing job market tomorrow.
What we're teaching is the behavior of the computer, making the computer do what you want it to do. That's what programming is.
Color Coded Kids is a programming enrichment program from ages 8 through 12.
We're introducing the children into a field that they may not be aware of. They have the ability to make some of these games that they play every day. They have an ability to get into a field that allows for growth, a field that isn't going anywhere. And if we start now, I believe that some of these kids will gain that understanding. They'll continue on in that path.
They are learning the introductory, getting their hands dirty, learning how to code, so that when they get into high school or even college, it's a familiar territory. The first level is designed to introduce coding and help them get familiar with coding. And then level 2 is coding novice. So now you've been through 4 weeks of coding and you're understanding more and more what coding is. And then level 3 is actually our codette. They are learning code and then writing their own video games.
Gillespie and Blocker see the program as a starting line for African American kids to the coding race.
There's not a lot of black men or women in engineering.
And I think that it's simply based on accessibility, interest.
I want to expose as many kids as possible.
So in this case, you need to drag a block that gets that birdie from Angry Birds down to the pig, okay?
To increase exposure, Color Coded Kids partnered with the Microsoft Store in the St. Louis Galleria to offer coding classes.
We're using the Microsoft space on Saturdays and Thursday evenings, and we're teaching these kids JavaScript. It's going to be fun.
Although the curriculum is designed to promote fun and education, Gillespie and her instructors are focused on the big picture.
We're teaching them how it would be if they were at work. We give them an assignment and they code. They actually get up in front of the class and explain the code, and then working in a team environment. They're coding apps together.
My daughter mentioned this because she had a friend that took coding classes, and she's really into video games like Minecraft. So to be so young and to be able to get into, computers besides being a user, I think it's a good idea.
My value prop is that I hire only real industry developers, those that have the skill and that are doing this coding and developing and programming every day.
Can we congratulate you guys on completing another semester of Color Coded Kids?
Blocker says that each code class is like a breath of fresh air.
They stay engaged and they ask questions and they feel like they're increasing their knowledge. That just makes us feel like we're achieving something for them. That makes us feel like we're achieving something for their parents and their teachers, so that when they go to school the next day, they're better equipped to learn or better equipped to study.
What it did is it gave them another approach and see things from a different way as far as problem solving and creating.
Coding the future in color. That's my tagline, because it's important to change that landscape. These kids being exposed to technology at an early age and being familiar with that, it's leveling the playing field. It's leveling that field to say, hey, we're ready. We're ready for this world. We're ready to grow in technology. Ain't nothing you can do to stop us. Teach the kid, code the world. And that's what we stand for.